All right, if you guys can hear me, give me a 5x5 in the chat room. right, just a couple minutes here. I just want to make sure everybody on YouTube, you guys are there. And by the way, that's a new channel, so if you guys would subscribe to it, and we're going to need your help there getting the info out that I'm about to relay today. So please subscribe. All right, thank you. We appreciate it. Just give me a couple of minutes. Big news coming here. You guys are going to love it. All right. What's this for? It hasn't started yet. I'll tell you what it's for here in just a minute. Very important news coming. Damn it, Pete. I did subscribe. There you go. Fantastic. All right. All right. This has been a few years in the making here, but important news that I need to relay to you guys. You guys ready to go? You all settled in? Did you guys get a text alert? Here you go. Hello from Pennsylvania. Fantastic. We'll give everyone a couple minutes to drop in. All right. No matter what channel you're on, I'm broadcasting out, but right now I'm going to be focusing on the YouTube chat room and Rumble as well. Okay, we've got quite a few here. Okay. All right, nothing too fancy. I'm going to get right to it, ladies and gentlemen. This is big news, and I'm broadcasting on this Saturday evening. It's at 8:37 p.m. I actually had to get a few things approved, believe it or not. I had a conference call this afternoon as to what I can and can't release. It's important. You'll understand why here momentarily. This is big. And everything that I'm going to share with you is... I'm smiling just because sometimes I'm just amazed at the Lord's blessings. I'm going to consider that all of the Lord's blessings for putting me at the right place at the right time. This is an exciting time in human history. And you guys are going to be part of this experience here as I share it with you because, you know, I was saying it, I've been saying it lately. Everyone wants a sense of hope, don't they? That things are going to be okay. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Things are going to be okay. They're going to be even better than okay. And here's what it has to do with. It's a project I've been working on for, I don't want to go too far back into the weeds. I just want to go forward at this point with what we're going to discuss here. It's called two things I'm going to relay to you. Project 6805. And believe it or not, there's been a Manhattan Project 2.0 spun up, formulated, and in the works since, well, the person that we're connected to now through this effort is Dr. Jack Sarfati. Dr. Jack Sarfati. You're going to know about him in just a few minutes. But, ladies and gentlemen, Project 6805. Everybody settled in, by the way. Let me just say hello to everybody in the chat room real quick. Just make sure that I'm streaming out okay. All the wheels are greased. Everything's running fine. I'm going to check both. Let me check Rumble. There we go. We got some people over at Rumble. Everybody should be dumping into YouTube. Hopefully at YouTube. Please subscribe on YouTube. Okay. It's a brand new channel. I had 26 channels. They finally gave me this one back. one of many. We lost our 100,000 follower channel, but that's okay. Main reason why we're here is to push this information out however we can. We do need your subscription. Just other benefits once we reach X number of subscribers. We recommend you stream at a such and such bit rate. All right. So looking at the YouTube chat room, hello. Who we got? Oh, hold on a second. Let me blow that up. How's the sound quality? Pretty good over there? Everything good? Thanks for the text. There you go. Nancy Saffel. Yes. Hey, from Texas. Let me know where you're from. Make sure you guys also, comment down below too, because that'll help with a brand new channel pushing stuff out. Pete's my friend for a long time. There you go. Yes. We're all friends on the internet. Yes, we are. We're all family. Friends and family. Got my text alert. Good evening, everybody. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Now, I'm gonna try to keep this as concise as possible. Okay? There's a lot to it, a lot to unpack, and you'll be hearing about it. We're actually 17 days. What's the date today? 17 days in on a 180 day mandate, and that's the Project 6805. All right. And I'm gonna blow this up full screen as I can. You guys can look this up. All right. In the National Defense Authorization Act for fiscal year 2026. All right. And you can see here it was actually, the last action was, it was made law 12/18. Okay. You can look it up yourself. Now, Section 6805, all right. And you guys, by the way, if I dare somebody to say to me, I will literally I will eat you alive. If you say, what does this have to do with negative poo-poo? Listen, step aside, okay? Because this has been years in the making. And also getting President Trump in office is the only way that this could have happened. They snuck this into the National Defense Authorization Act, Section 6805, requiring penetration testing as part of the testing and certification of voting systems. Now remember, Help America Vote Act of 2002. Remember that. It's called the HAVA Act. And I don't want you to tell me, as a matter of fact, all of the people that were out there, they were doing their thing, the front face of it, from Mike Lindell to, just a whole host of people, are basically they're gonna want to participate in sharing this information with people. But as far as how we're going to get this done by law, do it properly, and secure the midterm elections is through this right here. Now, getting a drink of water. Make sure that my, by the way, my audio sounding good, right? Good. All right, Section 231 of the Help America Vote Act of 2002, 52 U.S.C. 20971, is amended by adding at the end of the following new subsection, requiring penetration testing, not later than 180 days after the date of the enactment of this subsection. The Commission shall provide for the conduct of penetration testing. What does that mean? All right, I'm gonna tell you guys, because you're our friends, family, and beloved viewers, listeners, and Americans. Tell me in the chat room, do you think that the left and their states are going to say, well, we don't have time to go to paper ballots, right? How many of you think that they're going to say right now, we don't have time to go to paper ballots? We're flooding the country with illegal aliens. They're going to have their electronic voting machines, but they're all unsecure. Everyone knows this, right? The only way to determine if they're secure, and we could tell them we need to go to paper ballots. They're going to say, we don't have time for that. Then we're going to say, if you're going to use electronics, you must verify and certify if you want your election to count by conducting a penetration test by NSA standards, highest level, full force of our cyber warfare system to see if we can get into your system. That penetration test certifies whether or not your electronics are secure and whether or not anybody can get into it. Okay, gets a little bit more complex than that. That's basically it. So they cannot get out of securing the midterm elections. They can't. You want to use electronics? you must perform a penetration test. If you don't want to do a penetration test, go to paper ballots. But we're going to have a secure. Now, that's a good starter right out of the gates, right? You guys like this? They will try to obstruct. That's going to be the next thing I'm going to tell you about that. We've got that nailed down. This has been years in the making, folks. Semper Fi, Freebird, what's going on? I don't even have the ability to, it looks like we're streaming out excellent, as they say. Okay, I don't have the ability to take a look at it, how many people we have in there, but that's okay. You guys are all important. We got you, right? Hello and welcome. Thank you. All right, here's the next thing. Now, you guys need to know, about 4 or 5 years ago, Gavin Wentz came up with QUX Technologies. He's a post-quantum encryption expert, built a box for streaming, and then it became something much, much, much bigger. And I'm going to tell you now, it's the highest level of encryption anywhere in the world. It will secure the government systems, the Department of Energy, the DOD. You're going to hear about that. We've developed something there. But aside from that, I'm here to give you news on Project 6805. Now, we built a national deployment team, okay? Here's the team, publicly, formally, and officially. You can look up a gentleman named Harry Howery, U.S. government cybersecurity expert. He's on our team full bore. Tier 1, there's several members that I'm gonna lay out here. HAVA is the law. Remember, I said, remember HAVA, Help America Vote Act of 2002. He is the top expert and was the technical design consultant for HAVA. Harry Howery is with QUX to do deployment to all 50 states. Okay. Senator Mark Finchem, right now, since we've been working with Arizona, we developed the legislation for 6805 to accommodate 6805. He's on the team and will help with the national deployment as the subject matter expert, especially with Arizona being they're leading the pack right now. Representative John Gillette, Arizona legislature, experience at the highest level of cybersecurity with the U.S. government. All right, good guys here, right? And then additionally, you go look these guys up. If you don't know who William Binney is, look at this team. Look at this team. Harry Howery, Senator Finchem, Representative Gillette, William Binney, former senior NSA official, mathematician, and cryptanalyst, as well as Nate Kane. If you don't know who Nate Kane is, cybersecurity expert, FBI whistleblower, worked as a cybersecurity expert with the U.S. military, the VA, the FBI, the NSA, DEA, DISA. These guys are all on this team. There has never been a cybersecurity team ever assembled, civilian side. You got the, old government people, the corrupt ones. These are all the good guys, okay? And then obviously our team, I say our team, includes Gavin Wentz, myself. I'm the CMO. I'm the organ grinder monkey. All right. The technical expert includes leadership from our CTO, which is our Chief Technical Officer, who shall remain nameless for right now for very big reasons. Here's our Tier 2, Ann Vandersteel, Maureen Steele, and one of the best researchers and experts in several different areas that we need help in is Michael Ray Corey, plus Ultra, all right? What these folks are going to do are find out, because we got 180 days here, contacting all the states, finding out where they're at, get with the CIOs, and then, of course, ultimately, now I'm going to share this with you. Hopefully somebody won't grab this, but the intention is with their American Made Foundation as a separate organization, they're on our team with QUX, but ultimately, they're going to hold all of these states and counties accountable. I'm going to say it in a Pete Santilli kind of way. You're either on the team and you're certified and your election will count, or you're criminally negligent, and it'll be made public. American Made Foundation is going to hold every single name, every county, every state accountable for their resistance. And guess what else? We have a legal team to deal with it because one of the top legal experts in this realm is Harry Howry. Okay? We're all set, ready to go. So, if you don't want to play along and you screw up your election, you're going to go on a list. Okay? Be held accountable. Now, who is Harry Howry? 25 years development of workflow automation, software, and security experience. You need to know this, like who is the technical team that's doing this? God forbid if it was just Pete Santilli and, Gavin Wentz. Obviously, we've assembled on QUX Technologies team the top cybersecurity experts on planet Earth, period. He's worked for the NSA, the CIA, the Department of Defense, Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice, Comptroller of the Currency, Naval Reconnaissance. Good guy on the government side. And you'll see he's a good guy because of all the work that he did on Hava and all the lawsuits that were filed because of election fraud. Okay? As an offshoot, General Flynn is being advised. Patrick Byrne is deep on Venezuela. He wants to go fishing ultimately. Stay arm's length, but he's gonna be consulting with us. He already has been. So Patrick Byrne is going to be a strong advisor, and at some point, General Flynn will take command and control as we get closer to the midterms. Here's the mandate. All election systems must conduct a penetration test within 180 days. This is bombshell news, is it not? It's about election integrity. There's no such thing as election integrity. We're going to stop election fraud. Okay? I found it on Rumble yesterday. Tracy couldn't find it. I'm just checking the chat. Make sure you guys are okay and engaged. And do you agree that this is huge information, JW Racing, great info? And I'm not just looking for positive affirmation. Be hard on me if you don't think that it's important enough for me. I mean, this is a 180-day TikTok. Elections utilizing electronics or machines cannot be certified without a penetration test. You guys love that? Ladies and gentlemen, can you say checkmate? Can you say checkmate? Because they're going to keep dragging their feet. They're not going to want to they're not going to want to do paper ballots, right? My goodness. You know what? Everybody stand by for 1 second, okay? I need to grab a bottle of water. Are you guys okay with that? You guys mind if I grab a bottle of water? Have to do it. Got to do it. Just stay right there.
The show will go live in 10 minutes.
Stay right there. Just give me a second. I got to run upstairs, okay? Been talking all day. All right. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me step away. Okay. So, here we have it. The objective is to restore 100, would it give you 100% confidence in our elections, if you knew that if they're using electronics, that they underwent an NSA level, NIST level penetration test, too late for integrity. Now we're forcing their hand. They're going to try to delay going to paper ballots. We have to go to paper ballots. They're going to say we don't have time to do that. Plus, they're going to try to force all their. Yeah, we haven't purged the country of illegal aliens. Okay, so you know what they're going to do. Accountability against officials for failure and refusal to certify cybersecurity as impenetrable. So ultimately to restore 100% confidence. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody needs to feel, a sense of hope, right? That someone, people always say, nothing's going to get done. Yeah, we have done it. There's a team of patriots that have gotten together, some of the brightest minds, and we're going to get it done, okay? Something is going to get done. You guys understand? Make sense? Checkmate, bro, says somebody. That's what I want to hear. That's right. This is the next scamdemic. When did Rumble put numbers after your... Oh, I don't know. We're not on Rumble. If you're on YouTube, talk YouTube. Yes, please. Somebody's asking YouTube people about Rumble. All right. Here's another thing, and you'll know by the end... our slide decks that we put out were seeking angel investors to support, and it's at various levels. So we've got multi-million-dollar investors, as you can imagine. Deploying out to 50 states is huge, and our entire team is working on that. But we're also going to leave the opportunity open for the smaller investors, and always, always, always will. So if you're interested, these contracts are pretty big. It's going to be every state. It's almost going to be a sole source bid because we got the highest level of encryption, okay? And it costs money to scale this thing up. We're going to be building teams, and, a lot of stuff's going to be done remotely. There's something called, we're going to do endpoint monitoring. We will know the IP address of a computer or a machine or whatever. Endpoint monitoring. We designed the system. You guys are going to love it. So it's just going to require a staff of people to do that. Requires capital flow, and we've had meetings with and I don't want any outside foreign investors. Had a discussion. Somebody said, can you come to Sweden the other day, and I'm like, I don't know if I want Swiss bankers involved in this stuff. We prefer U.S. investors, the top level investors, and we also want it to be available for all angel investors down to the lower level, and all angel investors that are currently with us are all going to benefit from this already. They know that. They're real excited. They are, and they're finding out about this. They haven't heard about this yet. Project 6805. They're going to be super excited. They're going to benefit from this. All right? All right. Look at that. I just want you to take this in, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the biggest announcement. I'm putting this on YouTube. It needs to go out everywhere. Everywhere. We're going to shut down the entire, just asking questions. UAP, UFO, is there extraterrestrials? Is there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you. The Manhattan Project 2.0 has been put together because the UAP technology, the UFO technology that you've seen, are there extraterrestrials? I don't know. Who cares? Did they come here? Do we reverse engineer? Possibly. I don't know. I'm gonna ask the right person. I'm gonna bring him on because he's now partnered up with us. His name is, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jack Sarfati, Chief Theoretical Physicist for QUX Technologies, is now. Let me explain what this means. In the 50s and 60s, Dr. Sarfati was asked by the Central Intelligence Agency if he could design an anti-gravitic propulsion system. and basically a UFO. Can you do that? He said, sure. He did. It was patented, and it was kept secret by corporations. It's man-made technology. Dr. Sarfati was involved in developing it, okay? So, are we going to be launching UFOs? No, it's going to be better than that. It's going to be much bigger than that, because this is what happened. This man is such a great patriot, you'll hear it from his voice. He developed the technology. They basically gave it to the corporation. The corporations patented it. They kept it secret from even the government. The president of the United States doesn't have a need to know. So therefore he doesn't. Congress. And now they have a couple teams, okay? This is how Dr. Sarfati got connected to us, because of the strategic materials exchange. There are certain materials that must be extracted in rare earths that are used for, let's say, stealth technology or propulsion systems. But I'm not at that level, all right? Nor do I even want to know. But let's put it this way. There's black sites that you don't know about. There's like little mini Area 51s that are being set up, and they're extracting the minerals to be used for this technology. You guys know this? The outer skins, okay, that are used to keep, let's say the outer skins cool and strong, right? These minerals is what brought two physicists together, Gavin Wentz and Dr. Jack Sarfati. And what they did, ladies and gentlemen, they kept it secret from the government, and they essentially weaponized it and sold it off to NATO countries. Okay? You ever heard of the Golden Dome? President Trump's Golden Dome? We have to protect ourselves now from these NATO countries that could use this technology. The technology is ours. It's very old. It's man-made, but it's pretty high-tech. Sorry about that. Pretty high-tech. Defies gravity. Everything you see. A craft lands, a team of people out there picking up debris. You know why? Because they don't want anyone to know what the technology is made of. And then they say, just blame it on UFOs. They got a team of people, PR people, 911 calls, a UFO was sighted, and they just spin it as UFO and extraterrestrial visits. It's all bullshit. To protect these corporations, I don't even know what the name of the corporations are. I don't want to get sued by them. It doesn't even matter. Their technology is about to be rendered useless. That's what we're setting out to do. Dr. Jack Sarfati with QUX, the leading scientist intersecting quantum physics, consciousness, post-quantum mechanics, and advanced propulsion systems, developed patented UAP technology in the 50s and 60s for the CIA. That UAP technology was patented by aerospace corporations. I don't even think his name is on it. And then Harry Reid essentially, declared, I put it down at the bottom, Aerospace Weapons Systems Applications Program, AAWSAP. UAP technology was patented by aerospace corporations and then classified, ultra-restricted, USAP, prohibiting access by Congress, U.S. military, and the president. And, by the way, you pay for it. Isn't that nice? U.S. taxpayers subsidizing the whole thing. And then they're selling it off to NATO. And you don't get a cut of the profits, do you? Anyone got their check? Did you get paid? Do you have a portion of the patents? Do you own the patents? That's what's changing. There are a group of scientists and pirates, we'll call us, right? All of us. They're going to take the power back. And I'm going to tell you how right now. All right? Counter UAP technology, all right, is what we're going to talk about. President Trump signaling that he's going to set up the Golden Dome. You guys are going to be blown away by what I'm about to tell you. You guys ready to be blown away? You ready to be blown away? Rare earth minerals, don't forget about that. You hear him talking about rare earths. You hear him talking about the Golden Dome. You hear him talking about Greenland and how important it is to the Golden Dome. Have you been hearing this? Right? The top civilian physicist, okay, who shall remain nameless for obvious reasons, has been assembled. Dr. Jack Sarfati is the front face. I mean, he's, 80-something years old, sharp as a tack. He'll be on. You'll hear from him. Super, super bright. But, what are you going to do? Kill Sarfati? He's already cheated death. His life expectancy. He's got all the technology. They've come together. He's sharing it. They killed physics. They kept all this secret from everybody. But one thing that they didn't have is what Sarfati has. And it's all in research development, and we're about to test it. And let me tell you what testing means. Okay? This is what's required. You need rare earths. See that anti-gravitic testing machine, power reactors. Does everybody know that President Trump bought a nuclear power reactor company? It merged with TMTG, which is Truth Social. Have you guys known about that? Are we okay on in the YouTube chat? Let me just make sure that we're doing okay. It's stopped. Are we doing okay? Nobody saying anything? Are they stunned? Maybe. I don't know. Somebody say hi. You like Pete's shirt? Oh, I did not know. Okay. JW Racing. Normally the chat's flying. It stopped for some reason. I thought maybe, okay. So I'm not looking at the stream. I haven't set myself up yet. This is like the first one that I'm doing. 5x5. Okay, President Trump's TMTG, Truth Social, Devin Nunes, merged with a company that builds nuclear reactors. I may share that with you. Here's what we're about to do. It's ready to go. There's a meeting that's going to take place in Washington, D.C. here in the next couple of weeks. Okay. On the left-hand side, you see Space Force, Air Base, and Vandenberg. For those of you that don't know who Gavin Wentz is and what he's all about, ladies and gentlemen, he's got a lineage. His dad actually worked just outside of Space Force headquarters, where it is right now. Absolutely brilliant, gifted and talented the whole way. His mom came from Kent State. She worked on remote viewing stuff with the Apollo mission. So his entire life has been involved in doing stuff like this. Okay. The Nazi technology, by the way, that came over from Nazi Germany. NASA, all the military bases. I have pictures of these planes with the Farfignugan logo on it, Nazi. They don't go to commercial airports. They fly into military bases only, and they fly their little Nazi symbols pretty proudly. Go into hangars. I've got pictures of them. So this Nazi program, and the Nazis worked on the anti-gravitics. I think that's actually the testing thing. But we need rare earths. You need anti-gravitics. You need power reactors also with extraction of rare earths. We're spinning all of this up. It's huge. Huge, 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 huge. Big, 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 big. Okay? And what we're going to do is, believe it or not, it's pretty cheap I'm understanding to launch the 3 devices, like $30,000 each, as part of the test. It's going to be launched out of Vandenberg and Air Force Base, Space Force. And what's going to happen is it's called kinetic engagement or intercept, right? Shoot it out of the sky. And guess what? Dr. Sarfati is going to, they have their stuff, it's patented. They got their UAPs, all top secret. And he's going to basically render it useless. He's going to capture a UFO in mid-flight. Top secret UFO technology, right? And a group of civilian scientists who, from what I understand, were, if you have ever heard the name Brett Weinstein, I think he's friends and connected with Brett Weinstein. I hope Brett Weinstein comes on the team. We won't know. Let's just say we'll fill in one of these blanks here. You probably won't know. He's been working on this. But the highest levels of our government are going to watch this test. And we will bring the technology. So if Germany purchases from Lockheed Martin, UAP technology, and they're going to threaten Russia with UFOs, but basically we will be able to protect the United States of America as part of our Golden Dome. They can't even use UFO or UAP technology that's top secret that nobody knows about. They can't even penetrate our Golden Dome. Does everyone understand that? Let that sink in. Is this huge? What's the urgency? This requires, you know what? We should do an IQ test before you land in the chat room, Mark. This is huge news, okay? What do you want me to do? You want me to put an IV bag of dopamine on you so you can watch a live stream and get a freaking thrill? I mean, what are we doing? Are you paying attention? Jeez, man. What's the urgency? That's the way you took it. Deb Santilli in the podcast? If so, hi, Deb, says Nancy. She's watching the chat. Deb, say hello in the chat. She's watching. She thinks Mark Carlson he's not following along well, Great info, Pete, JW Racing. This is huge. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm announcing here for Mark that we're going to be able to capture a UFO in mid-flight. And this is the first time this is being released. This is going to happen. We're going to protect the United States of America from any foreign adversaries. And Mark doesn't think that's important enough because he's down in the freaking low double digits. All right? I mean, you guys agree? Is that not the biggest news? Is that not the biggest news ever? That's the kind of guy that'll sit on a thread and talk about UAPs, whatever happened to MH, whatever, and alien technology and abductions and freaking crop circles. It's all bullshit. So I'm urgently putting this out because we're in World War stupid and we're about to win. Okay? We're making this public. I mean, Sarfati's been working on it since the 50s and 60s, A lot of stuff has been kept secret. But we will be able to just publicly announce to everybody that your UFO, UAP, weapons technology is useless. We hereby declare that it's going to be dropping out of the sky. So somebody tell Mr. Marky Mark Dopamine Hit that, he can stop looking at crop circle videos that I've now urgently broadcast that our adversaries have nothing. Is that good enough for you? I have a better idea. Better idea that is Manhattan Project 2.0 level, no BS. There you go. Yes, everybody has great ideas. Executing and having the right scientists to do the right thing and getting the government to buy off on it is exactly what we're doing. The idea industrial complex is huge. It's executing, okay? Now, of course, the executive orders on everything that's been happening as part of this is by President Trump, critical minerals, right? You guys know the executive orders, the strategic material. Don't worry about Mark. It doesn't matter what he's saying. I know exactly. But I wanted everybody else to understand in very simple terms how important this is. It is. Critical minerals, national emergency. I went over that, right? January 20th, 2025. It's the first thing he did. Yeah, we've had angel investors get us up to this point. Everything that has been built out, and you will see here that there's going to be some pretty sophisticated things happening. We're going to be, look at the critical minerals for neodymium, dysprosium, praseodymium. Yes, those are big words, aren't they? Made for, of course, the EV industry. You got batteries, Tesla, Ford, for the EV industry. There's still a demand for that. There certainly is. Batteries, and cell phones, that's a huge thing. Here's another thing. I'm gonna be very explicit about this. We have a lot of dirty water out there with all the manufacturing plants from years gone by. We have technology now that will clean up the water, pure water, and extract all the minerals that we need and do so efficiently, okay? It's going to be done very, very efficiently, and we'll become better environmentalists than the environmentalist. That is bombshell news, okay? We're going to be supplying, of course, technology to the oil industry to open up all those old oil wells that have been capped off and efficiently extract oil from them and rare earth minerals out of those little pipes, okay? And we are directly involved as QUX. Now, why QUX? All of this has to be done with post-quantum cryptography, very secure. You guys understand that? You cannot transport. Hold on a second. Let me go back on screen. You cannot transport a pallet of nanogold without doing it securely. Logistics, all of that. That's what Stratmatics is all about. First time watching on YouTube, is that right? Thank you. Yeah. That's right. We need hydrogen motors that create hydrogen. There you go. That's right. There's all kinds of technology. It's great. We're gonna be able to really step it up. Let me show you all the sites that have been built out here. Okay, that are part of, and all of our angel investors just going along. We've got a huge initiative to get everybody properly educated. I'm actually going to be developing a show, kind of like a CNBC, except for rare earths, critical minerals, and new technologies. Okay, and you guys will see that coming about. We have QUX Pay, which, as you can imagine, you're on Rumble, and you're doing Visa, MasterCard, you'll be able to do QUX Pay as well. Super highly secure, tokenized payment system, impenetrable, and we won't cancel you, okay? That's a beautiful thing. Where's Explorer? I'm going to put these on the site. Our current angel investors, everything that we've done, up to this point, everything we've worked towards is to set the stage for what you're about to see here, okay? Here it is. This is, all right, we will be able to track, and our CTO worked on, many high-level projects securing. Now, we'll be able to track the location from Greenland, for instance, if we're extracting, rail cars of rare earths and it's being transported to the United States of America, we have to track it, right? Now, if it goes onto a rocket ship and it goes by way of Mars we will be able to track it within 3 centimeters anywhere in the galaxy. True story. Okay. So that's Stratmatics Explorer. Big aerospace companies, if they're doing mining on the moon or something like that, things like that. Imagine. That's why it has to be that technical. And that's Stratmatics Explorer as part of the Strategic Material Exchange. Metal University, oil and gas equipment procurement platform, big stuff happening there. As you can imagine, oil exploration here in the United States. They're also shifting to the data side using AI technology and post-quantum cryptography. All the big oil companies want our level of encryption. Beautiful thing. All right. So that's happening. Then standardization in the metals industry, connecting with strategic material suppliers. There's a network there, Stratmatics.net. And then there's also oddities. Let's say, rare gemstones, water rights, things like that will be traded on the oddities. Water rights are a huge thing. And then, of course, our flagship, which is Strategic Material Exchange, where the Defense Logistics Agency with the government says biomedical, aerospace, so on and so forth, purchase your materials that are in our vaults, not from China, but here in the United States on the Strategic Material Exchange, right? Aerospace, biomedical, defense contractors, so on and so on and so on. Let's see. Studio YouTube. Project 6805. There we go. All right. So I'll be wrapping up here in just a little bit. But, of course, we will dominate. Venezuela has more oil, will have more oil than OPEC. Thank you, President Trump. Everyone say thank you, President Trump. Pete is so informative. Love his shows. Thank you. You cannot mine plasma, but we certainly make plasma. There you go. DW Gona. Listen, QUX Technologies and Stratmatics has the top physicists in the world. Okay? So you can't just say, you cannot blah, blah, blah. Don't tell them they can't do anything. We won't need oil. Yeah, well, that's like, people say, well, I'm not going to engage in that conversation. Some people are saying, don't do business with the Federal Reserve. Fiat currency is going away. Really? Well, okay, it's going to take about 10 years, the transition. Are you going to make plastic bottles with plasma? It's going to take a while to transition. But you're right. There's new technologies, and we have it all. We do. It's the truth. We have it all. Patented technology, high temperature, plasma, electromagnetic coagulation systems. I mean, I can show you the videos of the plasma generators. I can show you the technology that's been developed for now to extract this. You got to have power it. There's nuclear reactors as well. But back to it. Nanometals production. Everything that we will need to really revolutionize every step of the way, because as you can imagine, in the Boeing F-47 jet, there's 4,850 pounds of rare earth, right? 20 drone fleet has 44,000 pounds of rare earths. Yes, small amount of oil. Everyone is a scientist. If they're online, ladies and gentlemen, and trying to divert your attention away from the topic at hand. Again, back to the point, we have right now the world's tops scientists that are developing all of this new technology, including free energy technology, plasma technology, micro reactors, extraction systems, and yes, all that technology that's being spoken of to divert your attention away from this Manhattan Project 2.0 and strategic material exchange. It's happening right here, right now, and it's being launched. And I just made the announcement. Anyone having problems, Greenland is storybook, Swiss style, old villages, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Greenland, right? Isn't it? Ladies and gentlemen, people ask me all the time, and we are seeking, we have to, especially for Project 6805, and we want to make it available for even the smaller investors. And that might be you. So if you have, a small amount squirreled away, we put you in a pool, right? Smaller pool. But if you want to become an angel investor, go to WKRPete.com. All right. This is better than a movie, says Sylvia Wright. Yes, exactly. Look at, there I am. You can also see our stream there. Subscribe, but click that button where it says become an angel investor. And right now we're literally, we have meetings with the big investors, but we're never going to abandon the smaller investors. We believe that you deserve, each and every one of you will have ownership of the patents to the counter UAP. Do you guys want to be able to tell Harry Reid for classifying it and giving it to corporations, kiss off, we can capture yours because they got a bunch of pirates that Pete Santilli knows that have counter UAP technologies. And Pete Santilli never claimed to be a scientist, all right? So Master Stifu knows everything. There you go. He's telling it like it is. I'm not a scientist, but I'll tell you what, they just so happen to be in my company, okay? I'm actually a shareholder. I'm also an executive with Stratmatics, and guess what? I'm just an organ grinder monkey. I'm not a scientist, but I sure as hell know how to get stuff done, and that's the direction that we're headed here, right? So I don't sit online with fake internet names. We get stuff done. Right now, we've got in motion, as I broadcast tonight, on this special Saturday evening broadcast, 1 hour broadcast. I want you to share this. If you're interested in becoming an angel investor, go to WKR Pete, of course. You can do that. You can share this, and I want you to share it on YouTube. Please share it on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, especially for all the know-it-alls that are over there looking at crop circles, and think that they know about aliens and abductions, and it's all hoax, crap. It's bogus. There's a team of people that create all those bogus things to feed all the fake trolls and all that stuff. It's all fake. It's to divert your attention away from the fact that corporations have access to it. They're having you just spend time considering the impacts of, what fake people on the internet think they know about plasma. It's plasma. It's aliens, alien plasma. Gotta go see. Good night. Good night, everybody. That's going to conclude this broadcast. I'll take some questions. I ain't fake. No, JW Racing's not fake. He's real. Yeah, you're real. Been around a long time. Yeah, you guys, this is an exciting time. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. This is big to be released. It's big. There's stuff that's in here they don't want anybody to know. That's the emergency. The emergency is that we've got 180 days that you will either get on the team or you're going to be on the list and go to jail, right? Very important. Make sure your states are getting up to speed. All right, good night, and thank you so much. That concludes this broadcast. Share it like crazy as if our lives are going to be improved by it, because they are. I promise you.
10.